Hi boys and girls, welcome to your final assignment as a third grader. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick rundown of what your assignment actually is. So you are actually going to be writing a letter to yourself as a senior. So think about the person that you're going to be writing to. It's actually you. You're not writing a letter to your mom. You're not writing a letter to your best friend. You're actually writing a letter to yourself as a senior in high school, getting ready to graduate high school. So what's going to happen is your teacher's going to be able to take what you write on this assignment, and they're going to keep it and give it back to you when you are a graduating senior, so that you are able to read this encouraging, unique letter that you wrote to yourself back when you were a third grader, which is right now. So it's a little confusing. I just wanted to kind of have this video so that you could hopefully make some sense of it. And in a moment, I'm going to walk you kind of through some of the things that you're going to see on the actual assignment. So when you click on the link to open your very last assignment of the school year, you're going to see at the top it says EOY Letter to Self. EOY just stands for end of year. So this is an end of the year letter that you're going to be writing to yourself, as I mentioned earlier. So real quick, it says, answer each question as if you are writing to your future self. I will format it into a letter and print it out to give to you at the end of your senior year of high school. You will appreciate it most if you take your time when responding to the prompts and give lots of detail. Make sure to answer in complete sentences. So it's very important that you answer in complete sentences, and it's very important that you give as much detail as possible because you will really appreciate it when you are a senior. So you can see our very first thing that we come across is the greeting. So the greeting is just a normal letter greeting. How do you want to greet yourself? This can be anything from like, dear future me, to greetings older me, or maybe you could say your name as well in there. However you want to greet yourself, make it unique to you. Once you're finished deciding how you're going to greet yourself, you're going to begin writing your first paragraph. Now, it's not going to look like a paragraph to you, but your teacher will take your answers and format it into a paragraph form. So the first paragraph is going to be at least 4 sentences, could be longer. There are 4 things that you have to write about, and you need at least 1 sentence for each. You could obviously have more than 1 sentence, but you need at least 1 sentence for each. And 1 sentence means 1 complete sentence. So have a subject and a predicate and make it a complete thought. So the 4 things that you're going to be writing about is what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself, what you like to think about right now as a third grader, and what you are proud of. When you are finished writing those 4 things, there's a 5th section that allows you to write anything else that you would like your future self to know about who you are right now. And you can see I've given some examples there of things that you could write about if you want to go further. You do not have to fill out that section, but you do need to fill out the first 4 sections. Then your teacher will take all of your sentences and compile them into 1 paragraph, and that will make up your first paragraph. I know it's not going to look like it on your Google form, but it will when your teacher reformats it for you. When you are finished writing your first paragraph, you're going to begin writing your second paragraph. Your second paragraph is all about your world right now. It will be really interesting to yourself as a senior, being able to read and reflect back on how your world was when you were a third grader. So make sure you give lots of detail in this section. The first thing that you will need to write about is pick a favorite of yours. So that could be a favorite book, movie, music, singer, TV show, whatever it might be. Pick one of those, tell what your favorite is, and maybe explain why it's your favorite. The next thing you're going to write about is your school. So tell a little bit about what your school's like right now. And then the last thing that you need to write about is your favorite place that you like to go to. There is another section in paragraph 2 that allows you to expand on anything. And just like in paragraph 1, there are some examples of things that you could expand on, but you do not have to do this section if you do not want to. Your third paragraph is all about what you do right now. So there are 3 things that you will need to write about what you do right now. Those 3 things are writing about what you like to do with your friends, what you like to do for fun, like a hobby, and write about any clubs or organizations that you belong to or have done and enjoyed. And then just like the first two paragraphs, there's a last section in there that allows you to expand on anything that you like to do right now. And again, there are listed some examples of what you could write about if you would like to expand on any of those. Your fourth paragraph is going to be all about the people in your life. So there are 3 things that you will need to answer in the fourth paragraph. The first is writing a sentence about your parents. Maybe say what you love about them, and then write a sentence about your siblings. And if you don't have any siblings, then you can write about some cousins or other family members if you would like. And then your last sentence in this paragraph is going to be about your friends. So write at least a sentence, maybe a couple sentences about your friends. Maybe if you have many friends, you can write a sentence about each one and what you like about them or what you like doing with them. And then just like in the last few paragraphs, there's a fourth section that allows you to expand on the people in your life. And there are some examples of things that you could expand on if you wish to do that. The fifth and final paragraph for this project is going to be about your future. And obviously you don't know what your future is going to be like, so it's all about your future predictions. What do you predict will happen, or what do you want to happen? There are 3 things that you are going to be writing about in this fifth paragraph. The first of which is going to be what you want to be or what you want to do as an adult. So that could be like a career, what do you want for a job, something like that. The next sentence is going to be about what you want your future family to look like. Some questions I put there is like, will you be married? Will you have kids? Will you have pets? Will you live in a house? Do you even want to be married? Do you want to stay single? Do you want to live with your cousin? What do you think your future family is going to look like? And then the last sentence you're going to be writing about is what you are looking forward to when you are an adult. So adults have a lot of responsibilities, but there are a lot of fun things to do as adults. So what is something that you are looking forward to when you are an adult? And then the last section, it allows you to expand on your future predictions. And just like the rest of the paragraphs, there's some examples of things that you could write about if you wish to expand on what you think your future will look like. When you are finished writing your fifth paragraph, you're going to be writing your closing. Now, closing is usually just where somebody writes love and then their name. But since you are writing this letter to yourself, you can make it more exciting and say, like, sincerely, your younger self, or love, your 3rd grade self, or you are writing to yourself as a graduating senior, and that is a huge milestone and a huge accomplishment in our lives. So maybe you say something like, past you is really proud of you, or congratulations on graduating this year, and maybe something like that. Give your future self some encouragement. So when you are done with that, then make sure you hit the submit button. Once you've submitted it, you should be able to go back in and make adjustments if you realize that you want to take more time on it or wanted to add something that you maybe didn't have before. So you should be able to go click on edit and then make those changes as you need. Because I know it's a lot, but this is your very last assignment for 3rd grade, and it's the only assignment for today. So hopefully you do take your time and take this seriously, because you will greatly appreciate it when you are a senior reading this letter from yourself.